Hey, this is David Miller with the Miller Group of Keller Williams Realty, and the new Orlando real estate stats just came out, and I want to share it with you. And I want to share it with you from Italy, Rome. Emery and I are out on a family trip, and to prove I'm in Rome, you can see across the street on where we're staying. Anyways, so the stats just came out. I'm gonna move the camera this way so you can see my face better. And here's the good news is the sales are up 11% versus this time last year. Now this is for May. Now this is typically when the home selling season does take off, and it definitely has taken off in Metro Orlando. Now why so many sales compared to last year? Well, two big reasons. Number one, interest rates have actually dropped. They actually dropped below 4%. I think they're hanging around 4% now. So very, very low. Everybody was expecting by the end of this year that would be about 5.5%, but obviously that's not going to happen. The other thing is that the economy is fantastic. Wages are growing, unemployment is historically low, and a lot of people are migrating to Florida from the other high tax states. The other thing to take note is that the inventory actually went up quite a bit, about 700 homes, which is a bit unusual when there's so many homes that are selling. The inventory still went up 700 homes. So we typically do find that when school gets out, people do put their houses on the market, but since the sales increased by 11%, it was surprised to see so much as an increase. In either case, a lot of that has to do with condos. The amount of condos that are on the market right now is up 27% versus this time last year. If you compare that to single-family homes inventory is up only 6%. So that has a lot to do with what the difference is going to be. Now, as we get into the inventory of homes, it's still a very strong seller's market. We're sitting at about 2.17 months of inventory, which means it's a very strong seller's market. But you got to really look at it from a pricing perspective. Houses below $200,000, $300,000, those are going quickly because there's just not a lot of inventory out there for those homes. But as you start going up in the price ranges, then you start finding that the amount of inventory compared to buyers starts to equal out. And when you go above like 800,000 homes, it's considered a buyer's market. Actually, above 2 million homes, there's actually 28 months of inventory, which means if you're trying to sell a home that big, you better make sure you have it priced right and in good showing condition. Appreciation is back in the positive. Remember, last month was the first month since July of 2011 that the rate of appreciation did drop, but that is actually up 4% versus this time last year, which is great news. Now, why is that happening? Well, if you remember last month, I said you got to look behind the numbers to see why the rate of appreciation dropped. And the main reason is because the number of condos that have sold versus single-family homes had really gone up that particular month. And that caused the average median price to go down. Well, if we look at it for this month, it did go up 4%. And the main reason is that single-family homes went up 12% versus last year in the number of sales compared to condos, which was only up 6%. So that sort of explains why that happens. So that's what's going on in the market. We're going to continue to enjoy our last day in Rome, Italy. And if you guys need our help with anything, please let us know. We'll be glad to help you out. Hope you're having a great day.